Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I felt called to do another pick a card reading this week. This is going to be a reading about who is coming towards you in love. So with each pile I have pre-shuffled oracle cards to see who is coming towards you, and then we're going to look at tarot. And I just want you to keep in mind that if I'm describing someone that you don't want to hear from, you don't have to listen to the reading. You can choose another pile or you can choose another reading. For a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be about someone you know based on the energy that's already coming through. It does feel like a lot of these piles are about someone from the past or someone that you already know of. So like I said, if you get into the reading and it's someone that you have no interest in or you don't want to hear from them, just don't watch the reading. I also wanted to mention this candle. Now, I have no connections with the person who makes this candle, but I listen to Tarot, and for a while I've been thinking about buying a candle. She works with Angelic Magic 888. And I felt really called recently to purchase one of her candles. And like I said, I have no affiliations with either of these people, but it took me a while. It took me a while to decide to buy one. And they are really high quality and they're really beautiful. So I wanted to mention it in case you've been thinking about getting one. And if you are familiar with Tarot, on her readings, she has a discount code. Like I said, no affiliation with either one of them, but they are very beautiful and they smell amazing. So I just wanted to, for anyone who is thinking about it or on the fence about getting one, I thought I'd show it to you because they are really beautiful candles. And this is the Lover's candle, so I thought it would be a good one for this reading. So I'm just going to light it. And then I'll explain each pile and we'll get into the reading. I just felt like lighting it on camera today. Come on. All right, so let me make sure everything looks all right. I might just excuse me while I wipe the screen and try and get rid of that glare. Well, the glare is just going to be there. That's okay. So for pile number 1, we have the Highly Sensitive Tarot, which is available on Etsy. And this crow crystal. For pile number 2, this is the Chibi Tarot by Baroque Tarot. And we have this cute little kitty who's usually in my setup. And for pile number 3, we have the Wild Reflections Tarot and this opal elephant. So if you need a moment to sit with the energy, feel free to pause the video here and I will see you at your pile. Hello pile 1 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Highly Sensitive Tarot and this crow crystal or raven, this is going to be your reading all about who is coming towards you in love. And just a reminder, I mentioned this in the intro, but if this sounds like someone you don't want to hear about, feel free to pick another pile or just don't watch this reading. I feel like every pile is going to be symbolic of someone from the past, judging on the oracle cards that I pulled. So we are going to get into tarot in a moment. But first we're going to look at the energy check that came out, or the oracle cards to describe who this is. So for the first card, I just want to make sure you can see it. This is such a beautiful deck. So for the first card, we have the King of Swords, also the Elementalist. And this actually came out in reverse when I was pulling the cards. So I'm actually going to keep it in reverse. The next card we have for your person is we have raccoon energy, or the raccoon. So earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With the King of Swords, we also have air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Then we have the threshold. We have eclipse. We have death and past lives. So this could be someone that you feel a past life connection with, or a Scorpio. And at the last moment, I chose another deck for some extra confirmation cards. So for those, we have truth, confession, clarity, reveal, secrets. We have signs and synchronicities, coincidence, signal, hint, messages from the universe. And we have between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, implicit. So I'm getting a lot of messages already about this person. With the I'll start with the King of Swords in reverse. So with the King of Swords in reverse, this could be someone who you haven't communicated with in a while. It could also be someone who has a very relaxed view on love. They could be like someone who didn't want to commit or had a really relaxed view on this connection. Maybe it was more of a casual relationship if this is someone that you know. I'm not saying that when they come towards you, they want a casual relationship, but if this is someone you know, I feel like in the past they didn't want to conform. They wanted something more laid back, more casual. With the King of Swords in reverse, this could also be someone who you had miscommunications with or was communicating from a shadowy place. There's a lot of shadow energy in this pile. So I feel like this person in the past was showing up with shadow and darker energy, or they were communicating from a place of shadow is what I'm hearing. The King of Swords in reverse, this could have been someone who had a hard time being honest with you or had a hard time communicating with you. This also could have been someone who they could have been vague with their communication with this between the lines. There could have been something hidden in their communication, or they could have had a more manipulative way of communicating. I'm not saying this person was manipulative, but their communication could have been manipulative. They could have held back from you with communication. I don't feel like this is someone that you've talked to in a while if you do know this person. The King of Swords also points towards someone who maybe had a hard time taking accountability for some of their shadows, or a hard time looking at their own shadows, or just taking accountability for whatever happened within this connection between the two of you. I do feel like this person, I'm trying to go left to right here. So we have the raccoon, and the raccoon is someone shadowy in hiding. So I do feel like this person in the past was masking with you. And I feel like right now they're in hiding. They could be avoiding you, or they could be watching you from the shadows is what I'm hearing. But there is this energy that this person wants to come towards you with truth and clarity. We have confession, clarity, reveal, secrets. I feel like this is someone that you've been seeing signs and synchronicities about with this card. And I also feel like they've been seeing signs and synchronicities about you. With the raccoon, this could be someone who is creative. They could be an artist of some sort. That's not going to be for all of you. But the main thing that I was hearing is this is someone who is masking with you. So maybe in terms of communication, they could have seemed really laid back, or they weren't being completely transparent with you, I'm hearing. And it feels like this person could be watching you, waiting for the right time to communicate. We have the threshold here. So one of the things I want to mention with the threshold is I wanted to mention the shadow attributes of the threshold in case this is someone that you know, because this would give you confirmation that this is your pile. So resisting. So this could have been someone who was resisting this connection or resisting their own shadows. Like I said, with the King of Swords in reverse, this could have been someone who didn't want to take accountability for their own shadows or look at their own shadows. We also have refusal to grow. So it feels like whoever this was, they were refusing to grow, especially resisting change or resisting transformation. And one of the other things I was hearing was they could have had some unhealthy patterns that they were repeating within this connection or with you that they were resisting transforming. It also talks about barriers and boundaries. So there could have been barriers put into place, so you could have blocked them or they could have blocked you, or boundaries. So if this person was, wearing a mask with you and being manipulative with their communication, you could have put up boundaries. The thing about this card, though, the threshold, is this is someone who is crossing this threshold now into this transformation. They are changing. It does talk about growth. So this is someone who's growing, and I'm hearing is turning this King of Swords energy around. So now that we're at this point of the reading, I'm actually going to turn this card around. I felt called to flip it into the upright, but I wanted to wait until I talked about that shadowy energy that was coming through. The threshold also talks about someone going through some sort of initiation, some sort of death, transformation with this card. And it talks about this person, when they come towards you, they're leaving behind that shadowy version of themselves. They're leaving behind that past version of themselves. And it talks about a death must occur, a metaphorical death must occur for this person to come towards you. So this person does have to go through this death energy, this transformation before they come towards you. And I don't think they're being allowed by spirit to cross that threshold until they do that. This also talks about the old part of them will be lost when they come towards you. So this could have even been someone who, with a relaxed view on love, maybe they didn't want to give up their independent lifestyle, or they didn't want to conform to commitment, I'm hearing, because maybe they thought they would lose part of themselves. But with this threshold card, they're ready to lose that part of themselves, is what I'm hearing. And this person is, when they come towards you, they're taking a step towards a future that's calling to them, and that future is you. And with this death and transformation, I'm not sure how that's showing up on camera. Oh, you can see the death part. That's good. Because like I showed you when I was showing you this card, it also has something to do with past lives. So this person is going to be transformed when they come towards you. So it could feel like you're seeing a whole new version of this person. You might not even recognize how they come towards you because it's going to be so different. With this eclipse card, their shadow was blocking their light. This card talks about how the darkness was blocking this person's light, and you can see that their light, which is actually the dark energy in this card, is starting to peek through. So they're starting to overcome that darkness. This could also be someone who you felt dimmed your light in some way with this eclipse card. Maybe they could have had like a lower vibrational energy that drained you of your light or your essence, I'm hearing. And these are pretty self-explanatory. So with their communication, there could have been a lot of hidden meaning in their communication, or they could have been quite vague. I'm here, well, it says vague. And you could have had to read between the lines with their communication. Maybe this is someone who wasn't open and honest with you in the past. And truth and clarity, so that they are coming towards you with some sort of confession and clarity here. So let's keep going. You know what? I find their energy a little vague, if I'm being honest. So we're going to get tarot now to confirm who this is, and we'll ask some more questions. All right. So we're going to start by asking who this is coming towards you. We have Six of Swords. So this could have been someone, this is someone who could live at a distance from you, or you could have moved on from them or tried to move on from them. They could have tried to move on from you. This is definitely someone who's been working on themselves with the Nine of Pentacles. And, you know, I'm getting another message here that this could have been someone who is afraid to lose their independence in love, or to give up their independent lifestyle, especially with that King of Swords in reversed, with that non-traditional, I'm hearing non-committal, relaxed view on love. Six of Swords, this is someone who hasn't been able to move on from you, is what I'm hearing, and they want to come towards you, move into calmer waters, and repair some sort of disconnect. So who is this coming towards pile one? We have the Sun. So the Sun could be Leo energy with the Sun card, but this is someone who has been healing. This is someone whose sun, whose light is starting to shine now that darkness, they're stepping out of the darkness. And you can see it in this threshold card. You know, someone is about to step out from the darkness into the light, and that's what we're getting with the eclipse too. And like I said, I feel like this person was resisting change. They were resisting healing. They could have been repeating negative patterns. And I feel like they weren't allowed to come near you until they transformed, and they have been through a transformation. This is someone who's been working on their healing. Music could be symbolic. With the raccoon, we also spoke about someone who is creative, and we see this person with a guitar. 10 of Wands on the bottom. So it feels like this is someone who's finally putting those burdens down. And the 10 of Wands talks about, it's a sign of progress. So this person has been through a lot of progress since you've last seen them, is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more for who this is. I also have channeled messages. I also have channeled messages to get at the end of this reading. So we have the Three of Cups. So this could have been someone who prioritized friends over love. This could have been someone who prioritized partying over this connection. I do feel like this is someone who you felt a friendship energy with as well, with the Three of Cups. This is someone who wants to come towards you though and have some sort of reunion with you. Page of Swords. So I definitely feel like this could be someone watching you right now. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying about their communication. With the Page of Swords, like this could have been someone who was quite immature when you knew them and would prefer to spend time with friends and partying than spending time with you. They could have been very laid back in that sense. But Page of Swords, back to what I was saying about communication, this could have been someone who was very cunning with their words to the point where, you know, maybe it was a little bit suspicious or it appeared a little bit manipulative. I do feel like this is confirmation that whoever this is, they're keeping an eye on you. So what do I want to ask now? Let's see this person's energy when they come towards you. We have the Chariot. Well, geez, that's pretty straightforward, Spirit. That's funny. Spirit's being funny. So when they come towards you, they're going to be in Chariot energy. So the energy of forward movement, momentum, alignment. So Leo season could be symbolic, like this person could come towards you in the summer or during Leo season or Cancer season with the Chariot, because we have Cancer energy with the Chariot. But this person is, you know, when they come towards you, they're going to be taking action. It's going to be quick. They're going to come in quick is what I'm hearing. They're going to be coming towards you very confident, wanting to be open with you. Wanting to be open and honest with that truth card. But they're going to come towards you very quickly, putting in effort with the Chariot, being proactive. So you're going to feel this person's energy when they come back, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of communication here with the Chariot. They're going to be putting in a lot of action towards you. I want to see what your energy is going to be when this person comes towards you. So what energy will you be in? We have the Two of Swords. Interesting. So with the Two of Swords, it feels like when this person comes towards you, you're going to have a decision to make. You're going to have to make a choice whether you want this person or not. So for some of you, maybe you don't even want this person. And it feels like you're going to have to, I feel like this person could have hurt you in the past. So it could be that you have to weigh the pros and cons. And it feels like you're going to be in the energy where, with that feather, that's giving me like swords energy. And the heart is giving me emotions. So it feels like the energy you'll be in when this person comes in is that you're going to be going back and forth between your head and your heart. Because your logical mind is going to be saying, well, in the past, this person did this, this, and this. Have they really changed? And your heart is going to be telling you something completely different, is what I'm hearing. Like your heart is going to want to hear them out. Your heart is going to want to see if they've changed. And what's really interesting in this image is the heart is outweighing the mind. Also, the energy that you could be in when this person comes in is you could even have someone else in your energy where you need to make a decision, whether you keep this in the past or you decide to give it another go. Like maybe you have new love in your energy when this person comes in. Because the Two of Swords does talk about a choice, sometimes between love. So you may already have someone else in your energy when this person comes in. The other thing I was hearing, because this is a collective reading, so I'm hearing a few different energies, is you could feel very stuck. Like you could be in a very, there goes my throat. You could be in a very stuck energy when this person comes in. So you could almost, you know, you could be seeing signs and synchronicities from the universe, and your heart, your intuition could be telling you one thing, but your mind is telling you another. And you could be in a very, like you could feel very stuck. I'm not sure how that's resonating. That's for you. But it almost feels like you're going to be in the energy of, for some of you, like a stalemate, I'm hearing, or you could just feel very stuck in your life when this person comes in. Maybe you're at a crossroads in your life when this person comes in, where you're at a crossroads where you're wondering, is it time to finally let this go and explore new love? You could be, you know, in the energy of thinking about putting yourself out there to explore new love, or in the energy of, like, maybe I should finally leave this in the past, and then they pop into your life. Because with that Chariot energy, this person is coming in they just kind of appear in your life quite quickly is what I'm hearing when you least expect it. So let's see. I want to see how this person is feeling about you right now, if you know this person. So how is this person feeling about you? Although, like I said, for a lot of you, I feel like you do know this person. We have the Nine of Cups for how this person feels about you. So this is someone who sees you as their wish fulfillment. And this is someone who feels like they were resisting it. We have the Tower in reverse on the bottom for how this person feels about you. So this person does feel like, their intuition was telling them, I'm hearing you're the one, but I think that they were resisting it. This person does feel like they were resisting this connection in some way in the past. For how they feel about you, though, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, They want success with you here with the Nine of Cups. They want fulfillment with you. They feel like you're a wish come true is what I'm hearing. And I feel like their intuition, this reminds me of the Star. I feel like their intuition really is drawn to you for whatever reason. This person sees you as their happiness with the Nine of Cups and that they were resisting it. And this threshold does talk about resisting. Let's get one more for how they feel about you. How does this person feel about you? We have the Knight of Cups and the World in reverse. So I do feel like this person, has romantic feelings towards you. With the World in reverse, this person feels like this is unfinished. Like there's an unfinished chapter between you, that there's no closure. And the World in reverse, this person feels there's distance between you. They also feel like they took you for granted. Knight of Cups, so this person definitely has romantic feelings towards you. The Knight of Cups is also an energy of it's a very intuitive energy. The Knight of Cups follows their intuition. So with the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups, this is someone who, that's interesting, feels a very intuitive pull towards you. I'm almost looking at this person in the background. You could have someone else in your energy when this person comes in, because I'm just noticing there's someone here in the shadows watching these two. So for how this person feels about you, they could even feel like they took you for granted. They've missed an opportunity with you with the World in reverse, and you're moving on. And again, I'm not saying, like, if you have someone great in your energy when this person pops back up, you don't have to take this person back. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do here. But romantical feelings for you with the Knight of Cups. So I want to see, how you're going to feel when this person comes back in. How will you feel when this person re-enters your life? I'm saying re-enters, so clearly you know them. We have the Fool. That's interesting. And we have the Queen of Swords. What? And the King of Swords in the upright. So there's a reason. There is a reason that I flipped that into the upright halfway through the energy check. So this is how you're going to be feeling when this person comes towards you. You are going to feel the potential of a new beginning with the Dreamer. You're going to feel like there's the potential of a new beginning. And like this person is really taking a leap of faith towards you. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, I do feel like there's going to be a very truthful, honest conversation that goes down between you. I do feel like for a lot of you, you see this person as your match because we have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And it feels like for how you feel about this person when they come back in is you see that they've leveled up. You see that they've, they're coming towards you with truth and clarity and honesty and taking accountability. You could feel a little apprehensive about letting your guard down or letting your boundaries down until you see that this person is being honest with you. But I'm seeing a very honest conversation with these 3 cards here. And you're going to feel like there's the potential for a new beginning here with the Fool. Interesting. What do I want to ask? I didn't have a plan for what to ask. I was going to let Spirit kind of lead the way here. So I want to look at this person's intentions when they come in towards you. Let's really get into it. So show me this person's intentions towards pile 1. What are their intentions? Oh, look at that. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. And we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. So this person wants to restore harmony with you. This person wants to end the separation. Their intentions here are to end the disharmony and the separation and the miscommunication between the 2 of you. If the 2 of Cups was in reverse and the 5 of Swords was in the upright, I might not be saying that. I also notice I'm slurring my words a little. So as a recovering alcoholic, someone here could struggle with addiction, because usually when I start slurring my words, it's because I'm channeling someone who has an addiction. This person could even numb. They could have been numbing their feelings with alcohol, I'm hearing. That's not going to be for all of you. But their intentions, like, look at this card. I love this card. Stop the war. So this person's intentions are to make amends with you for some miscommunications that happened, to restore harmony and balance, and to end the separation between you. And, you know, the 2 of Cups in the upright talks about an open and honest, heartfelt conversation. And that's what I see here happening with the King and Queen of Swords. Like, you're going to feel like this person has leveled up. You're going to feel like they're on your level when it comes to like honesty and authenticity, I'm hearing. And again, their intentions are to restore harmony. 5 of Swords in reverse does talk about wanting to make amends. It talks about reconciliation, and it talks about not wanting to fight. Like, this person doesn't want to have any more miscommunications with you. They want to stop the war. So those are their intentions. I've already looked at their energy when they come in, which is the Chariot. So let's look at future energy between the 2 of you after this person comes in. So show me the potential future energy after this person steps over this threshold. And whoever you are, like I said, this person is, I don't feel like they're going to be allowed to come towards you until they do the changes or the transformation, make the changes and go through the transformation that they need to go through to make things right here. I feel like the universe has kind of been holding them back. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is feeling welcome. It's coming in out of the cold. It's about overcoming challenges, and it's about positive change. And then we have Judgment. So that's about a renewal and a resurrection. So there is the potential of making adjustments within this connection in the future and overcoming these challenges and overcoming adversity here. Again, for some of you, I can hear that you don't want this person back. So don't watch this reading. Like, you don't have to take this person back. This outcome energy are for those of you who are manifesting this. Like, it's for those of you who want this person back and believe that they can change. You know, Judgment also reminds me of an honest conversation. I'm also hearing the ball is in your court. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse does show you welcoming this person back, but judgment is telling me the ball is in your court. If you don't want this person back, you don't have to open that door. You don't have to take that boundary down. You don't have to answer their message, is what I'm hearing. But with them showing up as the Chariot when they come towards you, you're going to see that they're more in alignment. And on the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles, and that does talk about equal give and take and reciprocity and balance. So that looks good, my friend. That looks good. So what do you need to know about this person? Let's ask that. What do you need to know about this person? What does Spirit want you to know about this person? We have the King of Pentacles, and actually in the outcome energy, I saw the Queen of Pentacles underneath the Six of Pentacles. So there is a strong message coming through where I'm seeing like the King and Queen of Swords and the King and Queen of Pentacles, that this person is leveling up. They are maturing with the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who, you know, for what you need to know about this person, I do feel like this is someone who is now ready for commitment. We have the Hierophant right underneath the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is someone who sees commitment with you and is now open to the idea of commitment, where in the past, maybe they weren't. We also have the Two of Wands for what you need to know about this person. So this person is thinking heavily about their future and what they want. They're making plans for their future. And they're preparing to leave their comfort zone, which reminds me of the Threshold. The Threshold reminds me of the Two of Wands, where this is old and comfortable, and they need to make that step. They need to leave their comfort zone and step towards their future, which is you, and leave that past version of themselves behind. So this, for what you need to know about this person, like this person is envisioning what they want for the future. And that's you, is what I'm hearing. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, so I'm just going to get, I felt called to choose this deck today. So let's get some channeled messages from this person. All right, so channeled messages for pile one. I usually shuffle once all the way through the deck. There we go. All right. So I just want to see how many of each there are. Because I look at the white cards as feminine energy and the black cards as masculine energy, so I can see if they're in balance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to follow you through all time and all universes. You are like my long-lost best friend. And we did have that Three of Cups, so I do feel like there was a friendship here as well. I love your sense of humor, so you could be quite witty or quite funny. I could listen to your voice for days on end, so that clearly this person is attracted to your voice. Maybe they have messages saved, or maybe they watch you on social media and they listen to your voice. I was not looking for something like this, and that makes sense with the energy that was coming through with the King of Swords in reverse. I don't feel like they were looking for commitment. You are my favorite work of art. Your person could be into art with that, or just be very creative with that raccoon card. Thank you for your beautiful light and energy in my life. But with the eclipse card, I feel like their darkness was blocking your light from getting through, is what I'm hearing. You are my secret passion, shadowy, in hiding, watching you. How do I get you alone? And remember that Knight of Cups card that I was looking at. So for some of you, you might not have someone else in your energy, but for some of you, you might. Because I almost see this person like, how do I get you alone? And we have, you're the only person in the world who really scares me. And I would believe that too. I can never say it, but I do love you. So for some of you, this person maybe never even admitted that they loved you. My whole body burns at the thought of you. And that reminds me of that threshold card, them stepping into that fire. Am I good enough for you? So clearly this person has some insecurities. What I would give to run my fingers through your hair. Touch your lips. What song is that? Always by Bon Jovi. You are my everything. They do feel Nine of Cups energy with you. My love for you is without bound. And I miss you more than you know. So, pile one. I'm going to leave it here. I hope that resonated. If it didn't, pick another pile. And if you don't want to hear from a past person, this might not be your reading. Or this might not be your pick a card. But I am sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Hello, pile two, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Chibi Tarot and this little cat, then this is going to be your reading about who is coming towards you in love. So I'm going to get the oracle cards first, and then we'll get tarot. So for this pile, I'll just get it right out of the way. You either know this person and you have unfinished business with them, and maybe you're not expecting to be hearing about them in this reading, or this, for some of you, this could be new love, it could be someone who couldn't actually come into your life until they went through growth and transformation and really learned who they were. So I'll explain that more as we get into the cards, but let's get into it. So for the first card, we have the Hanged Man and Sacrifice, which is Pisces energy. We have the Oyster, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water energy. We have the Self, and I love that the Self came out, and then I pulled the Self card first, and then the Oyster came out, which the Oyster has a pearl under there. So that's what I meant about how this is either someone who you have unfinished business with that maybe you weren't expecting to hear from, maybe you weren't expecting to click on this reading and hear about this person, or this is someone new who needed to develop this pearl and really work on themselves and get in touch with their inner self before they were able to come into your life. We have the Composer and the Page of Chalices. I hope you can see those. And then we have Flight. And then at the last moment, I grabbed this deck just to get a few confirmation cards for who this is. So we have Unexpected, Surprise, Unpredictable, Shocking, Unusual. We have Travel, Distance, Boundaries, Far Apart, Getaway. And we have Unfinished Business, It's Not Over, Patterns, Back and Forth, Baggage. So let me explain why why I'm seeing either this is someone that you know or this is someone new, and only you'll know in your heart of hearts who this is. The reason I said it could be someone new is because we have the Page of Cups here, and sometimes the Page of Cups can represent someone new. And with Hanged Man energy, like I said, if this is, I'll just go over the new person first. So if this is someone that you don't know, I feel like this is someone that you weren't expecting to come into your life, and maybe you meet them very unexpectedly. They could not, maybe they're not your usual type because it says unusual, so you could meet in an unusual way, or maybe they're not your usual type. If this is someone new, I do feel like this was, with the Hanged Man energy, I do feel like this was almost suspended, not coming into your life until this person developed this pearl. If this is someone new, you could live at a distance, especially with flight. You could live at a distance because we have travel and flight here. And with unfinished business in terms of someone new, this could have been someone who had unfinished business that they had to, like loose ends that they needed to tie up, or baggage or patterns that they needed to heal and release before they came into your life. I don't think this person is coming into your life with those patterns and baggage. You know, with the Hanged Man, like I was hearing, if this is new, I feel like they couldn't actually enter your orbit with the rocket. They couldn't actually enter your orbit, or this couldn't take flight until they finished up or tied up some loose ends. But for a lot of you, I feel like you know who this is, especially with this unfinished business card, because it says it's not over, which is a huge indication that this is someone that you've had kind of a back and forth relationship with in the past, or there was baggage from this connection. If this is whoever this is, there could be distance here because, again, we have travel and flight. If you do know this person, there could be emotional or physical distance between you. And perhaps there were boundaries put into place, either by you or this person. You could have had an unexpected ending with this person. Or like I said, if this is someone from your past, maybe you weren't expecting to hear about them today in this reading, and maybe you're not expecting them to come back into your life. With the Oyster card, this is someone who has been transforming. We can see the pearl is in there shining, but we can't see it yet because this Oyster card this oyster shell is covering the pearl. The Oyster card does talk about someone who's feeling shy or doubtful about coming towards you. So if this is new, maybe it's like a secret admirer who is shy about approaching you. If this is someone that you know, they could be shy or doubtful about coming towards you because of whatever happened in the past. And to bring into balance, the Oyster talks about sharing something. So I feel like in order to bring this into balance, or this connection into balance, this person has to share something with you. They need to share a part of themselves with you, a truth with you, communication. They need to share how they've been changing. For who this is with Hanged Man energy, I already explained for new what Hanged Man energy means. But this Hanged Man card also says sacrifice on it. And I'm not sure how this is showing up on camera when I lay it down, but if you look at the sacrifice, we do see two hands kind of reaching for each other. So if you know this person, I feel like maybe you had to sacrifice being with them in order for them to transform or change. Hanged Man energy does talk about a pause. It talks about a separation, a break. So I feel like if you do know this person, you've been in Hanged Man energy with them. And maybe you needed to, even though you loved them, maybe you needed to put up boundaries or put distance between you because of whatever happened in the past between you. With the self, this is someone who's discovering who they truly are, and you can see they're going through some sort, or they've been through a transformation with this pearl. And I love the synchronicity of the oyster and the self here. So I'm just going to look up the self really quickly. 119, so September 11th or November 9th could be symbolic. The self. Accepting new aspects of self. So whoever this is, they're going, like they've had a rebirth, or they're new aspects of self. So they are changing, releasing some of this baggage, getting rid of some of those patterns. And this is someone who had to step back, especially with the Hanged Man energy and the self card. This is someone who had to take a step back and sacrifice love in order to discover themselves, is what I'm hearing. And the self also talks about watching, waiting. So it feels like this person is waiting for the right time to come towards you. So whether that is an old, like someone from your past who's waiting for the right time to share something with you, or this is someone new who is a secret admirer and is waiting for the right time to approach you. Or like I said, I was getting a message too about how if this is someone new, I feel like they needed to get rid of these patterns and baggage and witness those new aspects of themselves before they were going to come into your orbit, is what I keep hearing. They could be watching you as well, because this talks about the watcher. So this person could be watching you. Like I said, I'm getting kind of secret admirer vibes, or if you know this person, I feel like they've been keeping an eye on you and they're feeling shy and doubtful about coming towards you. With the Page of Cups, this could have been someone who needed to do, they could have needed to reconnect to their inner child or do some inner child healing, especially with this patterns and baggage. They could have had a lot of baggage from childhood. The Page of Cups, like I said, talks about new love, but the Page of Cups also talks about renewing an old love or renewing an old romantic connection from the past. So that's kind of why I'm getting both of those energies. This could have been someone that when you knew them in the past, you know, maybe they were quite immature with the Page of Cups. I feel like this is someone who's a dreamer with the Page of Cups. And I'm also hearing expect the unexpected, whatever that means for you. And flight, again, I feel like there's distance between you and whoever this is. So even if it's new love, I feel like there could be the aspect of distance, or you and this person not coming from the same place. But let's see, I always have one pile that's either new or returning. So hopefully I'm not confusing you with this reading. If I am, I apologize. On the bottom of this deck, we have the Chariot, so you could be dealing with a Cancer. And we have the King of Coins. Interesting. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So again, I feel like whoever this is, they couldn't come towards you until they were in a more stable energy. So let's see who this is. Well, my goodness. The first card we have is the Three of Swords in reverse. So I'll just talk about that while I shuffle, and I'll ignore the other cards I'm seeing. But the Three of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is someone who had a lot of healing to do before they could come towards you. The Three of Swords in reverse also talks about separation, so this could be someone who you're in separation with. It also talks about reconciliation, forgiveness, apologies. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Coins in reverse, and that talks about positive change. So whoever this is, they've been going through a lot of positive change, overcoming adversity. Interesting. This also symbolizes coming in out of the cold. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like this is someone who's been making adjustments, going through positive change. Feels like this is a fated connection. That's what I meant about the new connection, like the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like if this is new or you're resonating with new, this is someone who had to make these changes and overcome these patterns and that baggage before the wheel would kind of turn in their favor and allow them to come in. I do feel like this is a fated connection. All right. I just heard, it's funny because I said fated, like as in fated, fate. But when I was saying that, I also heard faded, like this could be someone who faded out of your life, who you aren't expecting to hear from. I just heard blast from the past. All right, so let's see who this is. Who is this coming towards pile 2? That's too many. It's 5 cards. I'm not going to take all those. Who is this coming towards pile 2? Who is this coming towards pile 2? We have the Hermit. So this is someone, we have a few more cards here. Oh my. We have the Hermit, so could be Virgo energy, but this is someone who's been on the Hermit journey. This is someone who's been like really witnessing, there's been a lot of self-evaluation here. Self-evaluation, self-introspection. For some of you, this is someone who, you know, maybe you haven't heard from in a while or who has been isolated from you with the Hermit. We also have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. So this could be someone that you do feel a deep soul connection with. And this, for a lot of you, I feel, I don't want to keep going between old and new, but I kind of have to. So just be patient with me. Because I'm getting messages for both, which usually happens in pile 2, I find. So if you don't know this person, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but this is someone who needed to do a lot of self-introspection before the two of you could come into alignment. If you do know this person, this is someone who has learned a lot about themselves because of this soul connection you have with them. And the Lovers can also talk about a divine connection, so you could resonate with divine counterparts or divine love. And then we have Justice. So 3 major arcanas. So this person was or is going to be a big part of your life. This is someone who has made a lot of big, important life changes. Could be dealing with a Libra. For some of you, for who this is someone who owes you truth, accountability, honesty, maybe an apology with that Justice card. This could be someone who works in the legal system. They want to bring fairness and balance to this. So, you know, let's say this is new love. This is someone who's going to bring balance to this connection. I feel like this is someone who's going to be coming forward with integrity as well, I'm hearing, which I don't usually get with the Justice card. And we have Ace of Wands. So whoever this is, they are feeling inspired to come towards you. There is attraction there with the Ace of Wands. All right, let's see. I want to see their energy when they come towards you. So how will this person show up in your energy when they come towards you? We have the King of Coins. So this person is going to come in very emotionally mature, financially mature. They're going to come in the energy of wanting to protect and provide. They're coming in king energy, which I like, coming in very stable, mature, like I said, King of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And they're coming towards you with some kind of like very stable offer with the King of Coins. We have the star on the bottom, and the star talks about positivity. So this person is coming in a very positive mindset towards you. And, you know, if you know this person, maybe you're going to be quite surprised that they're coming in such stable, grounded, mature energy. The star, you're going to see that this person has worked on their healing. And again, they're coming in with a very positive mindset. And it feels like, you know, even if this is new, it feels like when they come towards you, this is everything you've ever wanted or dreamed of with the star or wished for. So I want to see what your energy is going to be when this person comes in. So what energy will you be in when this person comes in? That's interesting. We have the Emperor. So you're going to be in a very stable energy yourself. You're going to be in the energy of the Emperor. And the Emperor is the energy of, I know my worth. And I know I'm more than good enough. So very confident energy, very like maybe you're working on your own empire when this person comes into your life. You could be working on your own business when this person comes into your life. If you're not resonating with that, like I said, the Emperor is divine masculine energy. So you're going to be in the energy of knowing your worth and knowing exactly what you deserve in the best possible way. So that's good. We have the Three of Coins on the bottom. So you also could be collaborating with others in a business sense when this person comes back into your life. If this is new, you could even meet through work, I'm hearing. Aries energy. I'm just trying to remember what I asked next in pile 1. Hang on. I didn't want you to have to sit there while I thought about it. So I'm going to see how this person is feeling about you, because even if it's new, I feel like they've already got their eye on you. So let's see how right now this person is feeling about you. I feel like you're going to be very, come on. I feel like when this person comes into your life, you're going to be very focused on work is what I'm hearing. We have the Page of Swords for how this person is feeling about you. So that's not, your person is being a little secretive here, because the Page of Swords, like this is someone who wants to talk to you. This is someone who's watching you, which is what I said right before I shuffled out this card. Right now, they're feeling like they need to gather more information before they come towards you, or they need to learn something before they come towards you. They definitely want to have a conversation, get on the same page with the Page of Swords. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this person feels like they need to be the ones to come towards you. They need to be the ones to start this conversation. This is also someone who, you know, feels like for how they feel about you, they have a new perspective of you. So if this is someone that you already know, they're seeing you in a new light, and they're feeling like they need to stop doubting themselves and keeping themselves stuck and come towards you and take control of this situation with the Eight of Swords. If you do know this person could be feeling like you've already surrendered this connection. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. How are they feeling about you? We have the Six of Wands. So this person, they could be watching you online. They could feel like you are very successful, like you're glowing with the Six of Wands. So I'm hearing a few things. like I said, for how this person feels about you, they feel like you're glowing. You're attracting a lot of attention right now with the Six of Wands. You could be on social media. You could have like an online business where a lot of people are watching you. You know, this person, if you know this person feels like you made them feel very loved and very seen. If this is a new person, they could feel like you have a way of making others feel very loved and seen and appreciated. But what's interesting is we have the Four of Cups on the bottom for how this person feels about you. So if this is someone new, they feel like you are not accepting any offers right now, or, you know, they're feeling like if they do come towards you, you may not be open to accepting their offer. So I do feel like this person with that oyster is feeling kind of shy and doubtful if you'll even give them a chance. If you do know this person, I forgot to mention this with the oyster, but the oyster does talk about someone when they're in their shadow, they clam up and they close themselves off. So that could be an indication if you know this person. I just wanted to mention it. If this is someone that you know, this is someone who's feeling like they missed an opportunity with you. They're seeing you as a missed opportunity, like they took you for granted, like they didn't appreciate the love that you were trying to give them. And they could be feeling, like you're going to refuse their offer if they come towards you, which is maybe why they're feeling so shy and doubtful about coming towards you. So I want to see this person's intentions towards you. What are their intentions? That came out for intentions for pile 1 too. How interesting. That's really interesting to me. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So the Five of Swords in reverse is about wanting to make amends. It's wanting to reconciliate. So for some of you, you do know who this person is. If you don't know this person doesn't want to have conflict with you. They want to keep the peace with you. So their intention isn't to, add conflict to your life or make your life more complicated. They don't want to bring conflict to your life if this is someone new, even if it's not someone new. I feel like I'm getting tongue-tied. With a Five of Swords in reverse, this is, again, if you know this person, this is someone who wants to make amends with you and wants to reconciliate something with you. And we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom for their intentions. So their intentions, whoever they are to be caring and supportive towards you. Again, they don't want to add conflict to your life. They want to bring happiness to your life. And for those of you who know who this person is, the Queen of Cups does talk about wanting to deepen already existing connection. It also talks about, following their intuition. So this person, I do feel like intuitively they're being guided to come towards you or to share something with you, whoever they are. So let's see how you are going to feel about this person when they enter your energy. How are you going to feel when this person enters your energy? Because they seem to feel, look at that, the Three of Swords came out. Oh my goodness. So they seem to feel with the Four of Cups like you're going to refuse their offer. But these cards are showing me that you're going to feel good when this person comes in. You're going to feel like maybe you can finally let go of a past experience, whether or not that's with this person or with someone else. Like if this is someone new, you feel like you can finally let go of a past painful experience or maybe someone that you've been holding on to. If this is someone that you're going to feel like you can forgive them. You're going to feel like you can make amends with them. We also have, whoa, I thought only 2 cards came out. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. So for how you're going to feel when this person comes in, there is an energy of end of conflict, resolution, making amends. We have the Page of Coins. So this does talk about a new beginning, a fresh start, a new chapter. So even if this is someone new, that will apply to you. New beginning, Page of Coins, fresh start energy. We do have the Hierophant for how you're going to feel when this person comes in. So you're going to actually feel commitment energy with them. You're going to feel, you could feel a soul contract with this person, but with the Page of Coins and the Hierophant, you're going to feel like this new beginning could lead to marriage. And that actually doesn't surprise me, because with their energy when they come in, they're coming in as the King of Pentacles. So someone who's coming in very serious, like marriage energy. So it doesn't surprise me that you feel like you could have a new beginning that leads to marriage with this person. And then we have the King of Cups, and that's the highest form of love there is. So you're going to feel very devoted to this person. You're going to feel a lot of love towards this person when they come in, whoever they are. Interesting. I need to pause it again. I just needed to remember what I was going to ask next. Thankfully, with technology, you didn't have to wait for me to figure it out, because I could just pause it. So next we're going to look at the energy between you after this person comes in King of Pentacles energy. I've looked at how you're going to feel. So now I want to look at the energy between you after this person enters your life. So show me the energy between these two when this person comes in. Show me the energy between these two. We have Temperance, Patience, Harmony, Balance. 10 of Coins. My goodness, are you ever going to feel stable energy with this person? So it does look like, you know, the connecting energy between you, there is harmony and balance between you, equal give and take, I'm hearing. For some of you, that could be about reconciliation. And we have the 10 of Coins. There's a lot of commitment energy in this pile. So creating a stable foundation together, something very long lasting. And remember, this person is coming in King of Pentacles energy. You're going to feel like this new beginning can lead to marriage. And then future connecting energy, once they come in, you're building something grounded and stable with them. 10 of Pentacles, long-term stability. And then we have the Magician on the bottom. So it does feel like there's going to be a lot of communication, lots of, you know, patience and willpower towards building something solid with this person. There's definitely commitment here. So what do you need to know about this person coming towards you? What do you need to know? What does Spirit want you to know about this person coming towards you? We have Strength. So it definitely feels like this person needs to work up the courage to come towards you. Look at that. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So it does look like this person needed to make positive changes before entering your life or re-entering your life. And for what you need to know about this person, I do feel like you have or will have a very strong bond with this person. I'm hearing confidence is key, because when this person comes into your energy, you are in a very confident energy. You are in the energy of the Emperor. So the more that you can harness your inner strength and inner confidence, I feel like the faster this person will come in out of the cold, even if you don't know this person. And I do feel like this person, you know, does need to work up the courage to approach you. And I feel like they're working on that right now. And they will overcome that. They will overcome that shyness and doubting coming towards you. All right, that was a confusing one. So we're going to get channeled messages from this person. Even if it's someone new, we're going to get channeled messages from them. Please shuffle. There we go. So what does this person want to say to you? Whoops. So I feel like I've been missing you my whole life. You're my lost paradise. So even if this is someone new or old, you're not my usual type. So there could be, this does say unusual. So maybe you and this person aren't each other's regular types is what I'm hearing. It's reminding me of when people have very specific types, like, I don't know if you've ever watched Love Island, but, you know, they're like, I like blonde, fit, tan, tattooed. They're like short hair. They're like very specific about physical traits. Like, what's up with that? I mean, if that's you, that's fine. What about the soul? I like people's souls, but maybe that's just me. So what does this person want to say to you? What does this person want to say to you? Am I good enough for you? So that, you know, that goes to show you that maybe you aren't this person's usual type, or maybe they're not your usual type. And I don't mean to, like, if you have a type, that's fine. I think that before I awakened, I could have probably said that I had a type at one point. Whoops. All right. I worship your perfection. So this person sees you as perfection. I just saw that Love Actually where he holds up the sign and he says, to me, you are perfect and my wasted heart will love you. And it also points towards this person feeling, you know, a little shy or doubtful to come towards you if they see you as perfection. Where do we go from here? I feel so much beauty, harmony, sweetness, and shelter between us. I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. Thank you for your beautiful light and energy in my life. So even if you don't know this person and they're just watching you, Six of Wands, that's, you know, I do feel like you bring a lot of light to this person's life. I want to create with you. There's a strange and deep connection between us. I saw myself in you the first second I laid eyes on you. I keep hearing secret admirer. Your face haunts me day and night. So whoever you are, this person sees your face all the time. Our love can power galaxies. You are worth fighting for. All I ever wanted and needed is you. I can never say it, but I do love you. My whole body burns at the thought of you. I feel like this person is going to tell you they love you, though, with that King of Cups energy. Am I good enough for you? So that's what I meant about that lack of confidence. I want to follow you through all time and universes. I want to travel the world with you. So you could live at a distance from this person, or travel could be symbolic. If you're not resonating with distance, with flight and travel, you could travel with this person. I am so sorry for not giving you the time and attention you deserve. That could be very symbolic if you know this person. Can you handle all of my scars? So this person does, you know, have baggage and scarring that they've been working on, whether you know them or not. So pile 2, I always feel bad for the pile that gets the split energy, so I apologize for the confusion. But I am sending you guys so much love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye! Hello pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose, let me move that cat. If you chose pile 3, which is the Wild Reflection Tarot and this opal elephant, then this is going to be your reading about who is coming towards you in love. So before we get to tarot, we are going to get your oracle cards, and we'll have a look at who this is coming towards you. I was hearing with the elephant, this could have been someone who you've been through some obstacles with, or someone who had to overcome some obstacles here. But let's see what comes out. So we're going to get these first. So we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Entertainer. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be someone who is a bit of an entertainer. That doesn't have to be the case for all of you because this is the Knight of Pentacles, but I thought I'd mention it with that entertainer energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, though, this could be someone that maybe has taken some time coming in. If you look at the Knight of Pentacles, you see someone kind of stopped at a bank on a horse. So maybe this is someone who's taken a while to come in. We have the Owl. So air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cue dogs barking. We have the Bridge. We have the Spirit Plane and the Chariot. Hopefully you can see both sides of that card. So Cancer energy. Bark, 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 bark. We have Wormhole. Oh my goodness. Hang on. So someone actually came to my door, which I find very interesting for your pile. So this person could show up at your door is what I'm hearing. Anyway, we have Spiritual Awakening, Enlightenment, Epiphany, Life Lessons, Rebirth. We have Healing, Wounds, Improving, Mending, Progress. And we have Roll the Dice, Take a Chance, Risk, Leap of Faith, Strategy. So I'm hearing a few things for you, pile 3. I do feel like this is someone that you know. Like I said, we have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have some Cancer energy with the Chariot. One thing that I heard right away is this could be someone who left you on red. This could be someone who you contacted or tried to reestablish a connection with, or you reached out to them and they could have left you on red. And, you know, this is about them reaching back out to you. And then we have this take a chance, risk, leap of faith strategy. So I do feel like you could resonate with, you know, you could have been the last one to reach out to this person, and maybe it's taken them a long time to reach back out to you or respond to you. Like I said, they could have left you on red. You could have communicated with them that you wanted to build some sort of bridge or rebuild, repair a bridge with them, or that you were still open to connection with them. And they could have left you on red is what I keep hearing. The bridge also talks about choosing to say yes rather than choosing separation and to say no. It also talks about acceptance and communication. So I do feel like this is someone that you will be wanting to hear from. So if you're not wanting to hear from this person, I wouldn't even watch this reading. I have a lot of people who watch these readings. They watch the whole thing and then they're like, I don't want to hear from this person. Then why are you watching this reading? Like, you're manifesting it. And I do these readings for the people who want to hear from their person, right? And I feel like you are someone who wants to hear from this person. So I feel like you're going to accept their communication when they reach out to you. So if you're not feeling that way, then this probably isn't your reading. The other thing that I'm seeing quite clearly is that your person is almost, I'm hearing quantum leaping with this wormhole card. So this is someone who, you know, we have the Chariot and the wormhole here. So this is someone who's going to be coming towards you quite quickly once they awaken and do the healing that they need to do. Once they awaken and they have this epiphany and they learn an important lesson and they heal these wounds and overcome some of these obstacles with the elephant, it's going to create like this quantum leap towards you. It's going to, the energy is going to open up very quickly between the two of you with this wormhole card. The Chariot, this is definitely someone taking action towards you, being more proactive in love, I'm hearing. The Chariot also talks about, you know, moving into alignment. So I feel like when this person moves into alignment, that's when they're going to come charging towards you and take this risk. They could be being strategic about how to come towards you right now, but once they have that epiphany, once they're ready to take that leap, it's going to happen quite quickly. And like I said with the Knight of Pentacles, this could have been someone who is very slow moving or very slow. Like if you did reach out to them, maybe it's been a while since you've heard back from them. Like I said, I kept hearing they left me on red. They left me on red. I reached out, I never heard back from them. So they could have even ghosted you. With this Knight of Pentacles, you could have been dealing with someone who's also been procrastinating coming towards you. You could be dealing with someone who in the past neglected this connection. They also could have burned some sort of bridge between you. I do feel like you feel very energetically connected to this person with the bridge, even through separation. There could be distance between you, physical, emotional distance, but you still feel this energetic connection with them. With the Owl, this person is coming in a very generous energy towards you, in a very secure energy. So in the past, if this person wasn't, they could have been neglecting this connection. I think it's interesting how I ended up laying these cards out. I didn't mean to do that. But the shadow attributes of the Knight of Pentacles talks about someone neglecting a connection. And the Owl shadow attributes talks about, you know, someone who shows up with scarcity. So their energy could have been quite scarce, I'm hearing. In the past, there also could have been a lot of obstacles between the two of you, or a lot of arguments. There also could have been conflicts over money, whether that was between the two of you, like maybe you were with this person and you were both struggling financially, or maybe this person didn't feel like they made enough money. There could have been some sort of money quarrel or money scarcity there. The Owl, it does look like this is someone who you have a, I want to say telepathic connection with, an inner knowing about. They could also be someone with clairvoyant abilities, even if they don't realize that. And it talks about to bring into balance an offering. So this person knows that if they want to bring this into balance, they need to offer you something. They need to reach out to you. And that's why I'm wondering, like, I feel like maybe you left the door open for this person. And maybe they didn't walk through it because they needed to go through this spiritual awakening and healing first. And then once they did that, it created this wormhole, this like fast track to you, is what I'm hearing. The Owl also talks about, the Owl is an omen that a boon or a pentacle, I'm hearing, is on its way to you. So this is an omen that someone is coming towards you with an offer. And the Owl card says that when this offer comes towards you, you'll see and you'll know exactly what to do. So I feel like you'll see and you'll know that this person has awakened, and you'll know if it is time to accept their offer and reopen communication with them. I feel like you're going to see a lot of forward movement in their energy with the Chariot. So that's what we have for the energy check. Yeah, the bridge, the archetype. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. And it talks about healing and communication are made possible. So I do believe that there is healing and communication coming. And it says it must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the weather of life. And so in light, which it's in the upright, it's about acceptance, magic, communication. When in dark, lacking boundaries, forcing connection. So this could have been someone you felt, you could have been lacking boundaries with this person, or you could have tried to force this connection in the past. You could have tried to force communication. You could have maybe, tried to reach out to them. You could have even chased them, is what I'm hearing. And like I said, they could have gone silent, withdrew. They could have said no to you. They could have left you on red. So that's what we have for who this is. And this might be the most clear pile for me, pile 3. So the first card I cut open to was the 4 of Wands. So this could be someone that you feel like commitment energy with, or you could resonate with, 1111. You could resonate with having a soul connection with this person. We have the 8 of Wands, communication. So it does feel like someone, 4 of Wands, returning home with communication, someone you've been waiting to hear from. And we have the Empress. So you could have, you could be in this energy of no longer chasing them, no longer trying to force this connection. You could resonate with Divine Feminine. Beautiful. Perhaps, this spiritual awakening and healing has to do with you as well. When you entered this Divine Feminine energy and tended to your own inner garden, and this person had their spiritual awakening and started to heal, it moved the two of you onto the same path and created this, I keep hearing quantum leap. So let's see who this is. We have the King of Wands. So somebody taking bold action towards you with the King of Wands energy. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with someone who is creative or is a leader to others, especially with that entertainer card. But this is someone, wanting to take action in their own hands. Like they want to take control of the situation and make a bold move towards you and roll the dice. Page of Pentacles. And that talked about a boon. And I said I was seeing a pentacle. So I do feel like this person is coming towards you with a pentacle here, an offer for a fresh start or a rebirth. This says rebirth. Coming towards you with an offer. All right, so let's see who this is. Who is this coming towards pile 3? And like I said, pile 3, like sometimes I pick up on the energy of people who maybe your person is a parent. I don't know if you heard that, but one of my kids just went, Daddy, hang on. That was interesting. Like I said, maybe for some of you, you're a parent or your person is a parent, because one of my kids just yelled, Daddy. They're fine. But what I was saying is that in some of these piles, I pick up on this energy of someone who doesn't actually want their person back. But for you, if this is your pile, you want to hear from this person. That's what I'm hearing. I'm not getting that conflicted energy in pile 3. I'm getting very beautiful energy. Anyway, so for who this is, we have Death and we have 7 of Pentacles. So this is someone who has been going through a rebirth, who has been going through a transformation. I do feel like this is someone who maybe you had an ending with at one point with the Death card. Could be a Scorpio. And we have 7 of Pentacles. So for who this is, I do feel like you've been waiting to hear from them. You've been waiting for this Pentacle. You've been waiting for this to manifest without waiting. You know what I mean? Like you're not sitting around doing nothing. I also feel like this is someone who's been waiting for the right time to come towards you. I feel like this is someone who, you know, needed to transform before they could come towards you. I'm also hearing something about this, like you have this person in the middle of a field of wild horses. So this could be someone who is a bit of a free spirit or didn't want to be tied down in the past. And we've got the Ace of Cups. So not only are they going through a rebirth, but they're also going through an emotional awakening. And there is the energy of renewal here. Someone who wants a renewal with you. Someone who's been waiting for the right time to come towards you with this offer of love. 4 of Pentacles. So this is someone you haven't been able to let go of. You still love this person. You still hold them very close to your heart is what I'm hearing. I was also hearing wild horses couldn't drag me away. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Now I'm hearing Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, which is a movie. But anyway. So let's see this person's energy when they come towards you. Show me their energy when they come towards you. We have Temperance. So they're coming in. This is someone who's done a lot of healing. They're in balance here. With the Temperance card, this is Sagittarius energy. This is someone who's balanced their feminine and masculine energies, whether they understand what that means or not. This is someone in the energy, like this is someone who's re-examined the priorities they've chosen. They know what's important to them. They know that you're their wish fulfillment. They're coming towards you with a very positive mindset, wanting success with you with the 9 of Cups on the bottom. This is someone who's been healing, the Star. I feel like they've taken their time with Temperance. They've taken their time to come towards you. But they're coming in very balanced. That's good. Very healed, very balanced. I like it. You know, I do feel like this is someone you couldn't rush or force or push. I feel like they needed to come in divine timing is what I'm hearing. So let's see, I want to see your energy when this person comes back into your life. Show me. We have the Chariot. So that's exactly what I meant about the both of you moving into alignment with the Chariot. So you could be, you know, when this person comes back in your life, you could be moving. You could be going through some sort of move. But it looks like you are in alignment. You are moving forward. That's what I meant about you're waiting for this person, but not waiting. You're continuing to move forward. You could be, you know, thinking about taking a trip when this person comes back into your life. Maybe you're on vacation when they come back into your life. Or like I said, you could be moving. But you are in the energy of alignment and they are in the energy of alignment. So the Chariot sometimes, well, the Chariot does depict 2 horses, you know, in alignment, 2 opposing forces integrating as one. This can also represent to me like divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And if you're in alignment and they're not, that Chariot goes off the road. If they're in alignment and you're not, that Chariot goes off the road. This Chariot can only move forward when you're both in alignment. So that's a very clear message to me that you are on like a forward trajectory in your life. Feeling really aligned with your higher self when this person comes back into your life because they are on the same trajectory as you are, is what I'm hearing. So let's see how this person is feeling about you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So they're feeling like, you know, they feel commitment energy with you. They want to, they're very dedicated here for how they feel about you. They could be feeling like there's still some sort of self-mastery that they need to accomplish or growth that they need to accomplish before they come back. But this person wants to invest in this connection. They're envisioning a future with you where there's commitment, where there's that Four of Wands energy is what I'm hearing. And for who this is, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and I talked about someone coming towards you with that one pentacle, making that Eight of Pentacles. The Two of Wands for how this person feels about you. This person envisions a future with you. This person, you know, they want to leave their comfort zone. They want to come towards you. They want to make a decision, leave their comfort zone and come towards you. And the Two of Wands, this is an interesting Two of Wands because this person is already holding that wand. They already know what they want to do here. It's not like sometimes you see someone standing in between two wands. This person is holding the wand. They know what they want. And, you know, they're envisioning a future with you here. We have the World in reverse for how they feel about you. So this is someone who feels like this is unfinished. This is someone who feels, you know, like they took you for granted. This is someone who feels like there's something missing in their life without you. So for signs so far, we have Scorpio in the tarot. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cancer, and we have fixed signs. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I want to get one more for how this person is feeling about you. Wheel of Fortune. So this person does want to spin that wheel, you know, decisive moment, decisive action is what I'm hearing. So this person wants to take action towards you. They feel like this is a fated connection, and they, you know, they feel like there's adjustments that they needed to make before they could come towards you. We have the Sun. So this person feels like you're their happiness, and that makes sense with the World being in reverse. They feel like this Sun is missing from their life. Leo energy. They could feel a very healing energy with you with the Sun card. So I want to see this person's intentions towards you. What are their intentions? We have Strength, more Leo energy. So they want to find the inner strength to come towards you. Their intentions here are to cultivate a strong relationship with you with the Strength card. Strong relationship. One more for intentions. We have the Ace of Wands. That's exactly what I was saying with this. They have their hand on that wand. So their intentions are to have this, you know, passionate new beginning with you. Their intentions are to take action. This person, I don't think you're talking to them right. Well, clearly you're not talking to them. You're watching a reading about who's coming towards you, but they already know they want to take action towards you. It's just, when do they do it, right? So I want to see, I've already looked at their energy when they come in towards you, Temperance, but I want to see how you're going to feel. I want to see how you're going to feel about this when they come towards you, because I already got what your energy will be. But how are you going to feel when this action comes in, when this communication comes in? How are you going to feel? We have the Ace of Cups. So you're going to feel a lot of love. You're going to feel like this person is, you know, showing you how they've transformed here. You're going to feel like there's a renewal. Again, you're going to feel a lot of love and emotion. And we have the Sun. So you're going to feel very happy when you hear from this person, very positive. So you're going to feel positive that there can be this beautiful renewal with the Ace of Cups. You're going to feel their love is what I'm hearing. Let's get one more for how you're going to feel when this person comes towards you. You're going to feel happy. That much is clear. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So you're going to feel, and the Five of Cups in reverse. My dogs are driving me a little crazy. You're going to feel, do you know what's really interesting is the Five of Cups in reverse talks about someone, there's a loud birdie, someone is going to rekindle your hope here. So when this person comes in, they're rekindling your hope for reconciliation and union. You're going to feel like you can, you know, heal from the past and move forward. You're going to feel like you can make amends with this person. You're going to feel like you can invest in this connection I'm hearing with the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to feel like this person is showing up very caring and supportive. And like I said, I just have to stress that this is the only pile where I felt like the viewer, I don't feel any conflicted energy here. You want this person back is what I'm hearing. And so I find when I'm channeling that energy, I can be more, sometimes when I get that conflicting energy of, I don't actually want this person back, it almost feels like I have to watch what I'm saying in some way. I don't know. I'm not feeling that with you. So I also feel like that's a message about how you're going to feel like you can be open and honest with this person. You're going to feel like this person is being very generous with their energy. They're being generous with their love. You're going to welcome this person, the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to welcome them back into your energy. And you're going to feel stability, abundance, nurturing, kind partner. And, you know, when they come in, the owl is generous and secure. So they are coming in very generous with their energy and their love is what I'm hearing. And like I said, 5 of Cups in reverse talks about someone is going to rekindle your hope for the future. Someone you knew in the past is rekindling your hope for the future. And you're going to feel like this person has healed their old wounds and that you can heal this and move forward. Very beautiful. Very beautiful, pile 3. This is my favorite pile. Don't tell anyone. This is my favorite pile so far. The other piles weren't bad. It's just like I really love your energy. So Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I hope you guys can hear the beautiful birdies outside. I can hear them. Somebody said, you worry too much about the noises. We can't hear the noises outside. But you don't understand how many people complain about the noises outside, which is why I apologize for them. You'd be surprised. So that's how you're going to feel when they come in. So let me see when this person comes in. I want to see the energy between the two of you because I've looked at how this person feels about you. I've looked at how you're going to feel about them when they come in. So let's look at the connecting energy between you when they make this contact, when they reach out. So show me the energy between these two. Whoa, when this person comes in. We have the King of Cups, so water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we have Justice. So we see perfect balance is what I'm hearing. The King of Cups, highest form of love there is. 6 of Pentacles, more balance, equal give and take and reciprocity. Where in the past, it's very possible that this person wasn't putting in enough effort. They could have been neglecting this connection with the Knight of Pentacles. But the connecting energy between you, balance is restored. And you can see this person when they come in, they're coming in the energy of temperance. They're coming in balanced. And I feel like you're balanced, the Empress. So that just, when you and this person are in alignment, you both come out as the Chariot, that creates balance. Like I said, it creates forward movement. And you know, the King of Cups is the highest form of love there is. So there's going to be a lot of love here. There's going to be devotion, loyalty, healing. There's this energy with the King of Cups that even in times of conflict, both of you remain level-headed. So I'm hearing like less arguments if there were arguments in the past. And the Owl card, the shadow attributes did talk about quarreling. So there could have been, I just heard Coraline. There could have been some quarrels or some arguments in the past between you, but it looks like you and this person, connecting energy, you remain very balanced. There's truth and accountability here. The scales are balanced with the Justice card, Libra energy. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So you give, I give, you give, I give. It's equal give and take and reciprocity. Love it. I love that for you. So what do you need to know about this person? What do you need to know about this person? The Sun, that's the yes card. There's happiness and clarity coming for what you need to know about this person. This could come during Leo season or during the summer with the Sun card. But there's happiness, fulfillment, clarity coming towards you. Happiest card in the deck. So you have happiness coming, my friend. For what you need to know about this person, I feel like this person has had their wake-up call. I feel like they have clarity. I feel like they've been healing when they come in. Beautiful. That's beautiful. This was very straightforward. And, you know, I really loved this reading because, like I said, I wasn't picking up on any of that I don't want this person back energy. For some reason, pile 3, I always feel like soul tribe energy in pile 3. I always feel more, I don't know, more authentic. It's interesting. Maybe you're part of my soul tribe. All right, so let's see what your person wants to say with these cards. You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing a balance in these black and white cards. I'm just curious. I didn't do this for pile 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So listen, we've got 11 black cards to 10 white cards. So I feel like your person is like almost in this balanced energy that they're going to be in when they come towards you. There's just a 1 card difference here. So I feel like your person is almost in that balance. Anyway. Your words keep ringing in my head. All the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head. We have my love for you goes so deep. Your beauty cascades over me. Empress. Nobody's beauty compares to you, and I don't care if you're not a female. You feel like a warm home to me. This is definitely a soul connection. I know that the fire that burns in you is the same that burns in me. My love for you is without bound. Am I good enough for you? So your person could also still be struggling with a bit of confidence here. I am entwined in the thought of finding you one day. I remember you. They definitely feel a deep soul connection with you. How can I ever pay you back? So there could have been something like, that can be about energy, that can be about love, but the Owl card did talk about money quarrels. So for some of you, there could have been something about money. All I ever wanted and needed is you. Where do we go from here? You're the only person in the world that really scares me. Can we just kiss all night? Very romantic. You are my destiny, and that's how they feel about you, the Wheel of Fortune. They do feel like you are part of their destiny. Your name is following me everywhere, so they're seeing your name everywhere. Man, can I tell you how it doesn't even surprise me anymore that that happens. It's kind of like the universe is like, are you kidding, universe? When someone's name follows you around, you know that I know that you know I'm hiding deep feelings for you, and now I feel stuck. So this could have been someone who, even though you reached out to them, even though you tried to, like, I don't want to say force this connection, but maybe even though you tried to force this connection, they were hiding their feelings for you. 1,000 lifetimes with you would never be enough. Now I'm hearing that song. Is it 1,000 years? I didn't fall in love with you because I have always loved you and always will. Everything you've ever said to me, I've taken to heart. So clearly something that you said to this person, they remember. Our connection is so beautiful, but it is also painful and confusing as hell, because I can see this was a connection that was meant to awaken you both, and it was meant to transform this person. It was meant to transform both of you, but I'm more so looking at your person. This was a connection that was supposed to, you know, enlighten them, teach them life lessons, transform them. It was a connection that was meant to heal their wounds, to put them into alignment. And that can be painful and confusing as hell. Anyway, pile 3. That was my favorite one. Don't tell anyone else. Although if you're coming from another pile, I did like the other piles. It's just this one I really like the energy in. Anyway, I am sending you guys lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.